Hi, Monica here. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Monica Allen. I am a nurse practitioner by trade, and I am a money manager at heart. I want to be your financial therapist, and I want us to give each other therapy together to work through this financial thing called life. You know what? You don't have a money problem. You have a mindset problem. You do not have a money problem. And okay, I don't have a money problem. Well, I don't have enough. That's what most people will say. There are things that have been throughout your childhood, and there are things in culture and possibly even trauma that have shaped your beliefs about money. Now, in childhood, it could have been something that your brother, it didn't affect him at all. Say, for instance, you're in a store, you've got a doll you're hanging on to, and you are clowning around with your brother. You're going to buy this doll, you've been a good girl, and you guys end up throwing a football and breaking a lamp. Your mom comes over to you, mom and dad are going to have to pay for the lamp, and they jerk the doll out of your hand, put it back on the counter and say, you're not getting it, you don't deserve it, you've been a bad girl. You shouldn't have been throwing that ball with your brother. Now, some people will realize mom and dad were just upset, and they will go on from there and it won't affect them. But other people, that plant some kind of a seed in their head, and it's like, okay, I'm not a good girl, I don't deserve. Well, when I grow up, I'm going to buy anything I want, and nobody's going to tell me what to do, not even my husband. I'm going to get what I want because I am a good girl and I do deserve it. And so that could shape your underlying thoughts on money, and you might not even know it. What are some of your earliest thoughts and experiences with money? Were you on the lower socioeconomic class? Did you look at other people and wish that you had the money or the things that they did? Was there some things that happened to you which might not even really be true, but have affected you? Have you been through trauma around money? Did you see a parent like worrying about money, maybe even when they didn't have to, but it affected you? Sometimes when we think back on our money, and you can do this by yourself, you can even go with your significant other and sit, have dinner, and talk about it, and just talk about some of your early conceptions on money and what surrounded that, and just memories, even if you're laughing about it, and just see if any of them still hold true today. I want you to think about some of your first early money memories, and I'm going to prompt you to write those down and think about them. When you're on money memories now, I can remember this. When I was young, many people might not remember this, but they might remember some of the newer versions. When I had a quarter or 35 cents, whatever it cost, I bought these comic books called Richie Rich, and I loved him. He looked out for the underdog. He shared his wealth with his friends. He threw parties, had a cotton candy machine, maybe a bowling alley, and shared it with other people. And I thought, when I get money, that's what I'm going to do one day. I'm going to share it, and I'm going to help people. And it affected me even now, that sometimes, you can be generous past a point where you're really not helping the person because you're doing everything for them and they're not helping themselves. So I want you to think about some of your early money management issues and some of your memories around money, and write those down. That presents your framework for money, and it may be something that you need to tackle with your financial therapist. We're going to work through this together. If you like what I'm doing, hit subscribe, and you'll get updates when my new videos hit. We're going to talk about everything, all the way up through planning for retirement, which is what I've been doing now, believe it or not. And there's so many things, even if you think you are financially prepared, that go in with the thinking about stepping away from a career that you might have loved, and the busyness of that as your kids grow up and get out of the family. But I'm telling you, I wrote a book, and I wrote this book just to help people. It's called Girls Just Want to Have Funds, and it was available on Amazon in May of 2023. And I retired early from the VA Medical Center just to help people with four steps. And I think they're quite simple, that if you implement those, you're going to be above 75% of the other people that are living paycheck to paycheck. and you're going to have some peace with a great big capital P, and you're going to get rid of this invisible noose around the neck that you have that is money fight just waiting to happen between you and your significant other, between you and your kid. You're going to get rid of that choking feeling like I'm going to cry, but I don't know why. So I want you to work with me, and I want to work with you, and let's work through this together, and we will learn a whole bunch about ourselves, which will help us in so many areas. This is Monica. Have a great day.